Oh, I swear we're gonna stream today at some point. Getting my life in order over here. And again, welcome guys to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher. I'm going to bring you a little more context to your flight sim viewing experience from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. Mr. Junior First Officer today, hopefully soon ranking up to Senior First Officer. So today, kind of following up on the last two streams. I feel like it's getting a little bit redundant. Sorry about that. But we are aiming to rank up and finish out this contract on A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 hopefully today. Tomorrow the contract expires. I'll be able to apply for some more jobs tomorrow and hopefully fly for one of the big boys over in the States. Some might say, well, wrong side, aka Blake, whatever, why would you want to fly for one of the big boys? I'll answer that for you. Because typically, like, I don't mind being one of the smaller guys, one of the underdogs, and go whoop some ass in performance for the people who are bigger, or the airlines that are bigger. But a lot of those smaller airlines only fly one type of aircraft, and I ain't trying to live that life because, you know, this is flight sim when we get bored real fast in the same airplane. So I would like to probably fly for Delta or American, since they operate both the 737 family, the A320 family, as well as the MDs. So that would give myself all 3 airplanes that I have on this sim that we can fly. Hopefully we'll be adding the Phoenix 320 to the hangar here pretty soon. But just to recap on what's been going on and why I've been so quiet for the past few days not streaming, we've been working on this. So if anybody was around for the last couple streams, we started flying on A Pilot's Life, Chapter 2. And we knocked out a couple flights. Got a little irritated because lights were getting dinged on our performance for lights and all that kind of stuff. But I think I finally mastered and figured out what it is that A Pilot's Life is looking for. As well as I've also found another nifty little tool to be able to help myself confirm. But thus far, after those first 2 flights, I've continued flying my ass off. And so far, we've completed 20 flights with a total flight time of 27.37 hours. I'm getting paid $26.76 an hour. And as of right now, I've got less than $300 to my name, which is about right for a junior first officer in my first year of flying at some rinky-dink 2-star airline. So far, I have a pilot rating of 97.65. Trying to work our way up a little bit higher. My last 4 flights have been 100s, so we're trying to keep that going, get that rank up to hopefully get approved for whatever job that I apply for next. Looking at the resume, it's kind of the same stuff, but this is what the servers will analyze whenever I apply for the next job. But my current rank is Junior First Officer. Hopefully, if we can knock out about another 475 experience points, I will be a First Officer. Again, 97 on the current flight or pilot ranking, whatever. Total number of flights is 20 for 27 hours of flight time. So, let's jump into the next flight. On the schedule, I've got like another 9 flights to go. We completed my 2nd schedule last night. Now we're working on the 3rd. This 3rd schedule, I've opted to make longer flights. The longer the flight, the more experience points we get. So hopefully I get more bang for my buck with each flight that I do. That's the hope. So our next flight that we're doing today is going to be Naha, Japan, over to Tokyo Haneda International Airport. Looking at 839 nautical miles in a straight line. Obviously, we won't be flying in a straight line, but we will have a tailwind. I already did this flight coming down to Naha today, this morning, and now we're going to go back. The first flight going down was roughly 2 hours and 45, 2 hours 50 minutes. Now we got a tailwind that's going to be roughly 2 hours and 6 minutes now, shaving off a lot of that time, which is always great. While we're in here though, and while I see that we've got Flaps 121 in the chat along with Senior Jeffrey Cabana, let's take a look at Flaps 121 and look at his pilot ranking. So here he is, Lembani Moktira, Flaps 121. Let's look at his resume. This son of a bitch has been killing it in the Airbus, although I will say the Airbus is far easier to get a 100 in compared to the 737. But so far, Mr. Lembani has got 6 flights under his belt with a total flight time of 5 hours, and his current pilot ranking is 99.17 as a junior first officer. He's got 476 experience points, and he is about 1/4 of the way to his next ranking. But yeah, and this is kind of cool too. Just looking at global stats, there's a total of 11,716 flights with a total of over 1,500 pilots, 185 are flying right now, or that are connected right now. 131 flights are in progress, and a total of 18,873 flight hours. I'm not sure how long this thing's been out, but it hasn't been all that long. So let's get to our flight. We have all three green, which is what we want. We are connected. We're going to be cruising at an altitude of 370, so that's already in there. We're going to change the aircraft to 737-700, and that's all we need for that thing. Minimize that, get rid of it. Rio's killing it. He sure is. Pissed me off, man. He told me his first flight he got 100. You know how pissed off I was. I was pissed. I wanted 100 my first flight too. All right, so here we are in Naha, Japan, and airplane is not cold and dark. It's powered up, and that's roughly about it. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Have the next view set up for our walk around. So let's jump into this stuff quick and get out of here. We're trying to get a nice little morning departure because it's nighttime over there right now. You can't see shit when you're streaming nighttime. So we're going to do a morning departure. Let's get her going. So we got the battery on, ground power is on, emergency lights align. Just going through our top to bottom scan. Seatbelt signs are going to stay off for now. Window heats, all that can stay on as well. And we might as well turn the packs on for when we start the APU. We're going to be cruising at 37,000 feet. I might look a little bit more put together now too, since I've been flying this damn airplane so much. Nav lights are already on. I like that. Coming down here, we need a total fuel of 16.8. Get that in there and get them started fueling. For our passengers, we have 110 passengers. Wrong button. Get that started as well. And then on the, we got 4,000 pounds, so we're going to split that up to 2,000 pounds each. And I guess we'll go ahead and start loading that there. Alright, over to the FMC, positioning it. We are in ROAH. You can also tell I've been flying a lot because I've been able to find the R's a lot faster than I could in the last couple streams. And we're flying to Rjtt. In fact, you know what? I think I did. Let's see. ROAH. Rjtt. Put that in company route. See if Quest flight plan, is that how it works? Sky. I haven't done this before. I've always done it manually. But I want to get a walk around in, so I'm trying to do this the fastest way. Yeah, request it. Is it? Where? I think it's in there. It's not. Who cares? Oh, uplink ready. Okay. Load. Route uplink loading. I'm gonna be pissed I don't put the flight number in there. Route data uplink is completed. It did not. Can't put the basic shit in there. 512. Departing off runway 36 right. Got the legs. Let's go to departure. And we're departing on Escape 2 on the Amami transition. Make sure it's not in there twice. Cool. Arrivals. We want Axel in, so from the north. before we do that, let's figure out what, because these Japanese airports always have like 3 different versions of an ILS approach. So we're going to be on 3-4 left. X-ray works. Call transition, and then excelling north. Cool. That'll work. We'll analyze the route once we get airborne. God, I swear to God. EQ, what's up, man? I think I just messed up my IRSs. Let those reset. Oh, lights extinguish. It's the danger with the scroll wheel. It might go further than you want it to. Go. Alright, so everything else we're going to wait on. We're still fueling. We're not going to do our performance until we get everything boarded up. And then once we get our walk around, when we get to the aft part of the airplane, we'll turn the APU on so we can get a nice APU sound listened to. Come on. There we go. All that'll work. Make sure the route's in there correctly. Looks good. Alright, so we're going to leave that there. Get 100% yet? Rio and myself have. Yep, I did. The last 4 flights I've gotten 100s. We'll try to keep that trend going. Alright, so let's go outside and do our walk around. See how realistic we can make this look. And we're going to make this walk around relatively quick. Thing looks good there. That's plugged in fine. Probes look good. No bags, I need to come on with it. Engine looks good. We're here to check our landing gear. Everything looks good in there. Alright, let's get the captain to start the APU for us. They finished, yeah, they finished fueling. So before we do that, let's get the fuel truck out of here. Passengers are boarded. And I've also figured out why it always says unsafe takeoff, unsafe landings. And it's because with airplanes that PAX does not know what the seatbelt sign is, you have to manually do it in here, and it always thought I was landing and taking off with no seatbelt sign on. So that's been the problem. Cool. All right, Senior Captain, you can turn on. In fact, we're doing that. Carts are arriving, and we're going to release these two. Everything looks nice and clean. They must have just washed it before this flight. If it was the Southwest, we would do an ops check on all the lights for the first flight of the day, but APL will ding me for that, so we're not going to do that. Everything looks good there. Yeah, I think we're about ready to go. These guys need to get to work. Pretty airplane. Start that. Alright, let's get everything else set up. Traffic. Switch that over. Top altitude on the SID is 17,000, and our departure heading is 002. All that is set. And now we're just waiting to get our performance. Then we're going to have you guys riding along, so we're going to get the jump seat out so y'all can take a seat. Test to make sure that your oxygen is good. It is. Let's check my oxygen. It's good. I don't know who our captain is today, but his is good as well. Come back up to chat. So for the APU fuel, or the fuel pump for the APU, honestly, I don't think it really matters as long as you have one on. Something to feed the APU. Probably do either one. I've seen this one. I've seen the aft as well. So it's kind of whatever. All right, these guys got just a little bit more to go. Then we can get our perf. We'll go ahead and plan our pushback. hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. This is about as good of a Wednesday as I can get. Nothing to do but hang out with y'all and fly, drink Celsiuses, eat food, maybe drink some Trulies in a little bit. Grape Celsius for the win. Alright, looks like they are done, so we're going to release those guys, get out of here. Everything else is out the way. Now we can go to AP power, disconnect these two folks, and let's see, we should have some center tank fuel. No, we don't. Let's see this. Nope. Doors, close that. All doors are closed. And remove those chocks.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Alright, who's ready to go flying? Let's make it a little bit. Let's do 4:30.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Alright, let's get our numbers. Zero fuel weight 109.7 is in there.
Start and push.
We plan to zero fuel weight of 115.8. That's still way lighter, even though I'm using Pmdg weights.
Parking brakes are released.
Reserve fuel is going to be
Start the engines in sequence.
3.2.
Start in the sequence.
Cost index 60. We might have to lower that if we get into some mountain way, which is highly possible on this route. Once we get a little bit further to the north, we're going to run into a bunch of mountains. Let's see, cruise 268 at 57. And the temperature is minus 50. And let's get engines rolling. And one limit, we're going to take off, we're pretty light, so let's go flex of 60. Climb 1. Take off, we're going to do flaps 5. 131 plus 10 knots for wind correction is going to give us a V2 of 141. So we're going to use the Bravo over here and increase our speed 142 and 141. There we go. This flight vector's on.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is
Parking
set.
brake set.
Good start on 2. Let's roll number 1.
Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect.
06 Diamond, welcome aboard.
You at the side. Have a good
Not sure if you're still here or not. Sorry I missed you.
Holding
Been
position waiting for
focused
the
on
visual.
getting
Thank you and good
everything
luck.
going. Welcome aboard Skymarks Airways Flight 512, service to Tokyo. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a great day. It's a very American sounding flight attendant we got back here. Just disregard what she's saying about Airbuses and Spirit Airlines and stuff. Alright, we got a good start on to and get that auto brake RTO, flaps 5. And our trim is going to be just shy of 5. That should work here. Sweet. Alright, think we're looking good. Let's kill the dome. Probably get the charts out just to make sure I'm going where I think I am. Nope, glad I looked at them. About to go on the runway. Sounds up for y'all. Alright, let's get a flight controls check. And we got full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral. Sweet. Daggone dogs. And if you're just joining us, welcome aboard to Skymarks Flight 512 service from Naha over to Tokyo Haneda Airport. Making our way down to runway 36 right. Our main takeoff fuel is 15.4. Currently got 16.6 on board, so that should be no issue. We got flaps 5, green light, auto brake RTO. Trim is set. And because I'll forget, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Who is looking forward to Phoenix 320? Because as excited as I was for Pmdg, by far more excited for Phoenix. I'm excited to give y'all much more realistic content, since we all know that I specialize more in the Airbus than Boeing airplanes. You. And if we want to see our little checklist, flaps 15 green light, stabilizer trim is 4.93 units set. And do all this other stuff. You're doing a good job, Blake. Keep up the good work. I try my best. I feel like that's a facetious statement, but I'll take it nonetheless. Don't think we're going to need full length. This airplane is a damn rocket ship. So maybe we'll just, nah, we'll go all the way. Just be on the safe side, I guess. Get some more flight controls checks in here and make it look sexy for y'all. Oh yeah. All right, let's get out of here. %. Stabilized and toga.
Airspeed alive. knots. V1. Rotate.
And some. Forgot about them.
Positive rate of climb.
I'm not following my flight directors because it'll take me above that 20-degree pitch mark, and then I'll lose points on APL, which I may have just barely exceeded it. So I may have screwed that up already. And we'll go flaps up. Man, look at that. Isn't it nice? Ain't pretty. Alright, so the big thing for anybody who uses this a pilot's life, what you definitely want to do is you want to click the show flight data button. This will show you everything. It will show you your altitude. And you have to have those landing lights off by 10,000 feet. And it does it from ground level, not sea level. Therefore, it can mess you up if you don't pay attention to that. So I like to turn mine off a little bit early so that we don't mess up on that account. Man, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of my face so we can enjoy this departure. Now y'all see why I wanted to do a morning takeoff, because you just get that kind of beauty. Oh yeah, cranking and banking, son. Love this scene. How much prettier does it get? So, Jay, I've got, including this flight, if I want to finish this flight schedule, I've got 9 to go. There are also longer flights as well. So I don't think I'm going to have to complete all of them, at least to rank up to first officer. I only need about 475 more experience points, and then we'll be first officer. My contract with Skymarks ends tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow. Hope I don't have to like fly all day tomorrow. Like hopefully it expires in the morning, and then we can go ahead and apply for one of the big mainline carriers in the U.S. Hoping at a minimum I get Alaska, just because they have Airbus and 737s. So that's the goal. Probably Delta first. American, Alaska, United. Is there anybody else y'all can think of that both, flies both Boeing and Airbus? If you in as far as a U.S. carrier, I don't think I would do Canadian, because I don't have a whole lot of Canadian payware airports, whereas I have a ton in the U.S. I guess Spirit would be number 5. I don't know why, but I kind of like Spirit. I like the color of the airplanes, I guess. And we'll just go from there. It does. It's got like a version. Let's see. I'll go to APL, community. And then, let's see. Put this in here. And Jay, yeah, I would definitely do Frontier. That's probably number 6 for me. But you know, you only get 5, so I'm more so shooting for airlines that I can fly multiple aircraft. Primarily, obviously, 737s and Airbuses, A320 family. So on that website, that's the live flight map. I'm not sure how much else you can look. You can go to stats and data, pilots list, airlines list, flight list. You can see a good number of stuff on there. Pilot list. I know Blue is flying, I think Ryanair today on a pilot's life. I was trying to see if I could find him in the pilot list, but I searched Blue, I didn't see him. RYR for Ryanair. He probably has his set to anonymous if I had to guess. Oh, these are past flights. Studio mode. And so here we can pull up a pilot's life, track our flight on this. Although I do believe Volanta is quite a bit better. Obviously, it refreshes faster and it gives you a more accurate depiction. Like obviously our turnout was pretty gradual and smooth, but it tracked it that way. That's kind of meh. Bring this back over where I can see the chat. And if we want, we can go to our logbook and check out different parts of the logbook. So far, I've flown 20 flights. This will be our 21st flight. The last flight I did coming down to Naha from Tokyo, we got 100 points, or a score of 100 experience points. And you can tell on the flight below, also got a score of 100, but only 80 experience points. So, the reason that I believe this is because this flight was quite a bit shorter than this flight. Therefore, we got 20 more experience points. So we can pull up the scorecard. Oh, it won't even show it. Pull up the scorecard from that flight and take a look at our route. Everything looks nice and normal. And I'm making this point to show another flight where we had a landing rate of -66, which I'll take. Tells us the aircraft, which we were flying a 737, 700, not 800, but our also our flight number, departure, airport, arrival, airport, call sign. Don't have a registration in there. I don't know. Mine needs that. Microsoft Flight Sims, the simulator, our score, all that good stuff. Our total block time. Now the flight time on this flight was almost right at 2.5 hours, 2 hours 29 minutes. We got 100 on that one. If we look at the other, this flight time was 1 hour and 9 minutes, and we only got 80 experience points compared to the 100 on the previous flight, even though we had the same score. So flight time does play a factor. You can do long hauls where you can just set autopilot and go clean the house or do whatever other honeydew bullshit that your significant other has you doing every damn day. Then it's good to do that. Set a long haul, hit autopilot, go do what you gotta do, come back, land the airplane. In fact, on the last flight, my girlfriend's making me chicken and dumplings tonight to take to work over the next few days. And we were short a few different ingredients, so I ran to Aldi, got the food, even went to the racetrack and got some nice rolly food, which I still haven't eaten. You know, real nice healthy lunch, and then came back, landed the airplane, got my points. But yeah, so on the previous flight, 1 hour 9 minutes, had a good landing rate, -72. Although I don't think the landing rate affects your points all that much. It doesn't seem like. I've had some flights where I landed harder than previous flights and still got the same number of experience points as like the inbound flight. So I don't think it puts a huge emphasis on the landing rate, but it does take into account, so that's cool. Yeah. Now, actually I want to pull that flight back up to see if there was one flight. I believe it may have been that one. No, that one looks fine. In fact, the way that this thing tracks flights, it's probably not gonna. Yeah, you can kind of tell in this one. This was previous. This was my third to last flight, and can't remember. I had to go. I don't remember what. I went and did something because of the girlfriend, and as you can tell, I was flying. I was a bit high, so I kind of boxed it back around, and we can see it on better on Volanta, but boxed it back around and got it lined up for a better approach. But that's about how it tracks. It's not going to track super smooth like Volanta does. I wish they could change that. That'd be pretty nice. There was one flight yesterday that I had to go around because once we got set up, we were coming in. I believe it. No, it's not. It was actually the airport that we just left out of, which is what, Roah. But we had to conduct a go around because we were set up for 3-6 left, and when we got on short final, there was actually no runway at all. Thanks to, oops, I just thought about. We should probably increase altitude. We can use our Honeycomb Bravo, bring the altitude up to our final. Good thing we're playing a little extra gas. Put it back in the VNAV. Tell the airplane to climb. Go up to our final of 37. And once we get up there, we'll check the FMS, see what our weights are looking like, and maybe keep it going up to 39 just to save a little bit more on the gas that we just burned by getting distracted. So yeah, so this was yesterday's flight. Once we got to the runway, there was no runway there thanks to Microsoft's default airports. So we actually had to conduct a go around, and swung it back around to land. Otherwise, if I'd landed on no runway, I'm curious to know how APL would have tracked that. Probably would have been a really hard landing. Spirit, who's flying Spirit anyways? Let's see. Now that you say that, let's see how many people are flying Spirit Airlines as of right now. Pull this back up, and we can search Spirit Airlines. And currently there are 14 out of 180 pilots. There's 180 openings, 14 that are currently flying. So, there you go, 14 people. Whoops. Tony. Tony coming in with the 10 smackaroos. Man, you were always Mr. Clutch coming in. Clutch, thank you so much. Continued generosity. Hope all is going well, and hope you're having a great time in Hawaii. I'm not going to say why you're out there. I know why he's out there. It's a little top secretiveness. But Tony, man, thank you so much. You are the best. Awesome human being. And I hope you're having a great day and a great time out in Hawaii. I hope you get some nice tailwinds on the way back to make your return trip a bit shorter than it was heading out west to the island. I thought I was typing and I thought I like disconnected autopilot when I heard the alarm, because that is the 737 autopilot disconnect alarm. So yeah, Delta Airlines, obviously it's a little bit harder to get on with Delta. So as of right now, there's 858 openings, and there's 5 pilots with Delta. Hopefully tomorrow we can change that. Hopefully we can join the ranks of the big DAL. But just about any airline in the world that y'all can think of, APL has it. So let's see. Republic Airways. Look at that. 1 pilot out of 218. Wonder who that is. Jake, you want to talk shit about Spirit? Look at that. Only got 1 guy flying for Republic. Just cruising on along. So let's check and see how we're looking on. I don't even care about transition altitudes out here. I think transition altitude where we just came from is 14,000 feet. Just got back to Florida. The best flight of my life from Kona to Chicago. Oh wow, 777. Didn't even know we landed until they were tapping the brakes. Damn, that's awesome. I've never flown on a 777 before. It's on my bucket list to jump seat on before they eventually go away. That's awesome, man. Glad you had a great flight. How long was that flight? Actually, how long was it going to Hawaii, and then how long was it coming back? Curious. Because obviously you got, like, headwinds play a major factor in those longer flights. I think rudders, then the Bravo will be next on my list. Yeah, and you'll definitely be able to get you a set of rudders quite a bit cheaper than the Bravo. But the Bravo, and you already got throttles too, so you know, it makes more sense to go with rudder. It's not me, I swear. Oh, that's right. Damn, I forgot. For some reason, I thought you were flying on Republic. Never mind. Let's see how many people are flying on a Velo. So we can just talk shit on there too. Let's see, job market. I don't even know what's their identifier. VXP. Interesting. Oh wow. 41 out of 41. Probably because they're a 1-star airline. I'm currently flying for a 2. But a 1-star airline, I think it's auto-generated too, right? So more than likely, people are going to build time on those to move up. In all honesty, I would have much rather gotten on with the Velo than this Skymarks deal. But take what I can get. Pay's probably higher. Yeah, Rio, I've never jump seated on the 777. When I was in South Florida for work, and I would fly to Louisiana, I always thought about going down to Miami and catch the 777 to Dallas, just to give it a shot. It was sweet. LAX to Kona was 5 hours, I believe, and then Kona to O'Hare was 8. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sat at the back on seat 53 Delta. Nice. As long as it's comfortable, especially for long hauls like that. I'm kind of hoity-toity. I think if I were gonna fly on a long haul, I would not do it if I wasn't in first class, or I would do it in the cockpit. Although those pilots probably get tired of talking to me. I'm gonna get tired of talking to them. Alright, so that sun pretty much up. Let's get all of our screens bright. And we can turn panels off. Again, guys, for any of y'all who don't know, if you hold shift, everything spins a little bit faster. And it's been a smooth ride, so I guess we'll kill that seatbelt sign. Hopefully we got the seatbelt sign on just in time that we don't get dinged for an unsafe takeoff. Let me turn that light off as well. Sweet. Flying LAX to Sydney in February. Hoping for a 747 or a 787 for that one. Not sure if Qantas flies Airbus. They do. I know they used to operate the A380 from LA to Sydney. Yes, there we go. Qantas does use the A380. But that's, if I had to guess, it's probably a lot more of a fuel guzzling airplane than obviously the 787, but maybe even sucks more gas than the 74, since the whole thing's double decker. So, well, it looks like, so Jay, are they still running the A380 from Sydney to LA? Yeah, especially if you can get top deck. That'd be pretty badass. Pretty badass. I've only seen 380s mostly from afar. I've seen a couple at the gate in Atlanta, but other than that, like, I've never even like been all that close. I've never even been in the jump seat and taxied next to one. Guys, I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick. Be right back with y'all. And we're back. Gonna eat real fast, leave the camera off so that y'all aren't seeing that monstrosity of a view. Cost to upgrade that seat to first class. Oh my god, over 6K. Nope. Hell no. To the no, no, no. So Jay, are you always watching LAX live because of a little human being in your house? If you're still there, I have a work question for you. When we get text messages for open shifts, it'll say, like the one that just came out, says FDO A1-F and then the shift time. Is the F for Fort Lauderdale? Because some will say at the bottom Fort Lauderdale FDO bid or FDO Fort Lauderdale location, but not all of them have that at the bottom. So I'm just curious, is that -F for the location? LA flights or airline videos? Yeah, I figured. Not surprised. Yeah, that's what I assumed too. Obviously. Bet enough you knew for sure. Cranking and banking. Crossing a mummy to go to Tomas and Hinja. Shibik. Yula. Where's that Yulia? Yulia. Sukbo. Numko. Billy. We go from like really Asian sounding fixes to Billy. I do like how you can kind of see the chemtrail, although I would say it's kind of unrealistic just because I've never seen chemtrail from inside the airplane before. But that's just me. Know what I'm saying? So far it's been a pretty smooth ride. And I was actually incorrect. I thought our route was going to take us further up the coast in this direction here. That's kind of what this one did. Stayed along the coast more, and there's more mountains along this stuff, so I assumed that's about what we'd be doing. This was my flight down, but we'll be staying off the coast, so I don't think we'll have any issues with the mountain wave. Along with the tailwinds, we should have pretty good rides most of the way. Keep that seatbelt sign off for our lovely passengers so they can pee and poo-poo and communicate on the flight attendants, stuff like that. 'Cause that's what the seatbelt sign is really for, you know. Oh yeah, that's right, Jeff. Forgot you were off for like what, 18 days? Yeah, if you talk to Almond, ask him and let me know. I'm just curious. Adjust this here camera. You can at least see the yoke. There we go. And my lovely ice chest in the back. I'm about to start digging drinks out of after I finish this here Celsius. But if y'all are off today and you don't have to drive anywhere and you don't have to work in the next 8 hours, and I feel like we should all pop tops together and have a drink. Or not. Maybe drink some water. Maybe drink espresso mocha. Whatever tickles your fancy, shalleth you do. No judgment here on the Wrong Side Simulations channel, because we always operate on the wrong side. Not the wrong side of the rules, but maybe on the wrong side of life. Truly time, damn right. So just as a little, music's awful loud. So just as a little recap on yesterday, because yesterday was a lot of fun. Operated about 6 or 7 flights on a pilot's life, while having my buddy Rio, aka Flaps 121 Simulations, on the Discord. And we just he flew in Africa where he's doing his pilot's life, and I flew in Japan where I'm doing mine. And we had our cameras on, and we just kind of sat and hung out and talked FaceTime to FaceTime and drank Trulies all afternoon. It was a great time. So maybe that's something that we'll start doing for anybody who is in the Wrong Side Discord. Maybe we'll have like little group flights together, and we'll all join in on the Discord and chat and fly together and just hang out. If that's something that y'all would want to do, I think it'd be a good time. Webcam not required, but if you want, feel free. I'll have mine on. Rio will have his on. Otherwise, we're going to ban him. He's held to a high standard. Since he's Mr. Pilot's Life 100, getting 100 on just about every flight. In fact, I want to pull up his logbook, because I see that he's no longer a completely 100 ranked pilot. So let's go see where he messed up, because I'm curious. I wouldn't say messed up, but you know, where he screwed up his 100 rating. So let's go to community. And Jay, you still haven't accepted my friend request, sir. I want to spy on your flights. Logbook. Oh, look at that. We can pull up his entire logbook. Oh, Rio. Sir. Dropping the ball. 99, 98, 98, 99. Bro. You're only allowed to make hundreds. If you don't make hundreds in school, you're going to be grounded. So let's see what happened on this one. Ah, the beacon light. Beacon light got you. You didn't turn the beacon light off after you shut down your engines. This one's a 98, so it looks like I missed a couple things. This one, max indicated airspeed. You lose 2 points for that one. Interesting. And that's what, on the initial approach. Okay. That's kind of bullshit though. Like you should be able to fly. You can fly whatever. If we're flying CI-99, you might go, you know, greater than 280 knots. As long as you're above 10,000, that's not against the law. So pilot's life can move on along on that one. Same thing, max indicated airspeed. I feel like you should have hundreds on both of those. 100, let's see this one. Beacon light on departure. I think that's the one you did yesterday, right? And you thought it got you? It got you. Yo, it's calling you out. Damn right. I haven't been on. Well, next time you get home, go home, turn the computer on, accept my friend request, turn the computer off, do your daddy dues. I want to spy. Have 2 flights in 85 and 100. Oh, man, what happened on 85? What airplane were you flying on the 85? Oh, and also for y'all's reference, APL will ding you if you pause the sim, but hitting escape and going to your options and like settings and stuff does not is not a pause. It's if you hit like the actual pause and you stop in space, that's a pause. Because I did on my flight last night twice. I had to go and change my controls, and I thought it was going to ding me for pausing it. It didn't. It's only if you hit pause. So, for those of you who fly this, some good to know. But you know, Moo. The dog's been laying here next to me this whole time. Didn't even know. 7-3. It was a learning flight. She's got a little separation anxiety from her mama today. She never comes in here and hangs out with me, but she's come in here a few times today. Good. Come on. Maybe I can sneak out of the bedroom tonight and come fly with you. Or just keep flying in the morning. That's probably what I'll have to do. Let's see how weather's looking around the country. See if we got any build-ups here in Orlando yet. It's about that time to start getting some afternoon pop-ups. Let's see what we're looking at. Let's go radar. Do this one to look at the whole country. Shout out to Jay for showing me this awesome weather app. And got some stuff up here. Not what I want. Do I need to be? Yeah, I guess so. Let's go to Takeoff. Let's go to. I'm doing the wrong thing. Yo, what am I doing? I want to do what I just did. Oh my god, losing my mind. Radar, single sight, and then let's come. Let's see what the tops are. Let's do Indy. There we go. And let's see what the tops are on it. So it looks pretty nasty. Let's find out if it's actually nasty or not for airplanes. Echo tops, yeah, I'd say that's nasty. Tops on that cell right there around 45, 46,000 feet. That's definitely in the way of some airplanes. Other than that, it's not too terrible. You can cruise over most of this stuff. Oh, that's really low. Got some higher tops around here, so I would bet you if we were to pull up airborne aircraft, we would see airplanes going to the south and north of this stuff. Too bad we can't pull up traffic on there. Roger. Not much to look at out here. One thing I'm really looking forward to on the Phoenix, I don't know if y'all have seen it or not, but in a situation like this where you're flying towards the sun can kind of blur out a lot of what you're seeing inside the cockpit. You can pull the, or move the window shade over, and it'll block a lot of this blare, and then you'll see a lot more brighter on the inside. It's pretty daggone neat. Pretty neat. So I came on here to look at weather in Orlando, where I'm at, and totally forgot. Got this cold front out there. I wonder if there's stuff popping off of it. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're starting to get some isolated, scattered pop-ups. A little bit of sea breeze effect. You can tell here that it looks like the Atlantic side of the sea breeze is a little more prevailing, as more of the cooler air off the Atlantic and the warmer air off the Gulf collide in the center of the state with the heat rising from the ground and thermals and all that kind of stuff. It's all going to blow up into mostly a linear little line of scattered weather. Probably could turn severe. And I am Blake Roah, y'all. I will get him back. I'm sure he will. But not on the flight sim you won't. You can't catch me, boy. How y'all doing back there in the jump seat? I do think it's really cool they made the jump seat. I'm hoping in the future that they'll make it where the daggum cockpit door opens and we can go outside that way. Dude, I can't imagine how terrible it must be if you're riding in the jump seat and the captain needs to go to the bathroom or the FO to try to, like, what are you gonna do? Like, stand on this on top of the bag and then like fold the seat up? Because in the Airbus it's not bad. You can easily fold the seat up and stand behind FO and the captain get out. But in a 7.3, I don't think so. It's a pretty nice animation. The animation is better on this than it is on the yokes. If you're ever not sure on your flight number, just put it on there if it's 3 digits. Jump seat kind of uncomfortable, or jump seat kind uncomfortable. Can I have first class? No, you can't. Stuck up here, old son. I haven't made any custom views. I've never been one of those custom view making people, because I need every view that I have. I need it for the cockpit. They only give you 9 views. I use every single one of them. So we got the default view, which is this: overhead, center pedestal, autopilot, FMS, captain's side, left winder, right winder, and then PFD. I have nothing else. Anything more than that, I can make out to the virtual cabin, but there's not. So the only other thing we can do is this, but I'm not too fond of this because it just moves around as the airplane moves around. The other day I did download a Southwest livery that's super nice. They repainted the seats. They put Southwest little like they're painted textures, but Southwest like menus and emergency cards and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. Really looking forward to see what Pmdg is going to bring to the virtual cabin realm. Find this look good. Pretty much what we already got right there. It's like, I can't remember this. Just moving around. Jump seat. Hey guys. It's a little mixed up here too. Let's fix that. Wish it was easy as X-Plane. Yeah. Or even like, I wish Chase Plane would come to, I think they're working on it, but I wish Chase Plane would come to Microsoft Flight Sim. If you're not familiar with Chase Plane, it's a camera application. Not only can you make like unlimited amount of views, but you can make views for like, you can have multiple views attached to one key. It'll just cycle through as you keep hitting that same key, which is pretty nice. So like what I used to do is I would make, like in the cockpit, number 6 is to look to the right. But I would have it to where I would bind 3 different views associated with looking out the right window to number 6. So like it would start with this, and then go to this, and then go to that. And I could just keep hitting it again, and it would cycle through them. So if I needed it to look more and more to the right, I could do that pretty easily. So Chase Plane is really where it's at. And you can do external views, cabin views, cockpit views. You can make certain views at particular airports. So like if I fly into Lauderdale a lot and I shoot 10 left, 10 right all the time, I can make a camera view for Fort Lauderdale for that approach, and then switch to it whenever we're getting in close or landing or something like that. Also works in replay. So it's awesome app. I just need to figure out how to, I guess, break the boundaries of the cameras that Microsoft Flight Simulator has, because that's been the issue, is it's all SDK limited. Wow, that's a long flight. Somebody's heading from... Dang, where are they leaving from? Oh wow, Singapore to JFK. Definitely would never stream that because I would not sit here the whole time. That is a long flight. Nausa. Check our ETA is going to be. So as of right now, showing going to get there at 22:47 It's currently 21:39, so just a little over an hour. Eat some more food real quick and get back with y'all. I mean, I'll still be here. I can respond, but turn my camera off so you ain't see me. Let's see what to eat. Should I do a barbecue pulled pork sandwich or chicken sandwich? I don't even know where the chicken sandwich went. Oh, there it is. What do y'all vote? I know y'all gonna vote. Anybody in their right mind would vote barbecue pulled pork over chicken. Don't get me wrong though, I love fried chicken. And we got a couple visitors that want to pop in for the stream. We got Bella and Macy. This one here is Bella, and this is Macy. Macy is 100% chocolate lab, and Bella is 51% boxer, 47% lab, and 3% golden retriever. They wanted to come in and say hello. Best doggies in the world. Super sweet, very laid back, and probably hungrier than any other dog I've ever met. At least act that way. If this doesn't get me viewers and subscribers, I don't know what will. Kind of like Captain Canada's Daisy Cam or whatever. She loves her ear scratched. Does it feel good? B. Does that feel good? Like that? You the other one too? You can hear that grunting. Emu. Moo's over here. Or her nickname is Moo. Name, full name is Macy. Chubby. Watch out. Don't get run over. You see both there. Oh, oh, oh. Make it. She wants FOOD. Your breath stinks. Where's you got doggies everywhere? Hot ass breath. What y'all doing in the cockpit? Y'all ain't supposed to be up here. Y'all supposed to be out back in the cargo bin. Y'all supposed to be in the cargo bin where y'all belong. I said, no, fool. We don't belong in the cargo bin. We special. We VIP. We the VIP. Trying to tell me something. Keeps licking her lips because she's trying to tell me I want FOOD. Y'all stink. Alright, get down. Good girl. Thank you. And Macy lays down right under my feet next to my rudder pedals. I would go get her bed, but then she would just move and be out of frame anyways. So Rio, have you broke open the Trulies yet? Sleepy one, and then the sad one's down here because she didn't get her TREAT. So I'll let y'all vote. They've already had one TREAT today, and if I say the word, they're gonna know and they're gonna jump up. So I'm gonna let y'all vote. Should they get another TREAT? Yeah, Billy, what is up, buddy? Welcome on this slightly longer flight than normal. Actually, it says it's supposed to be 2 hours and 6 minutes, but it's feeling longer than that. Oh, Rio just got a truly. I guess that means I might have to get one too. Cool. So I guess that's fair, right? I'll get a truly, and that's my treat, and then they get a treat. So let's see their reactions. I'll back up. She's probably gonna jump up. Who? Oh. Let's get their reaction. Who wants a treat? Oh, she's turning around. Who wants a treat? Oh, 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 oh! I guess that's a yeah. You want a treat? You want a treat? Let's go get a treat. Come on. Yep, that's that is excitement. Come on, let's go get a treat. Alright, who wants a treat? Come here, Mace. Can you sit? Sit. Oh, go girls. Enjoy. Alright, we're just going to enjoy right here. Those are good doggos. About as good as they get. Be hard pressed to find better dogs than these two. And by better, I just mean dogs that like mind, leave you alone, aren't super high maintenance and obnoxious. But now I can't even get to my seat because and close up my door, guys. Give me a few. Well, they left a lot of crumbs, so we're going to have to vacuum in here after the stream. thanks to the dogs. But like y'all asked, they get a treat, so they got a treat. And now Belle's in my way again. You can kind of see her right here. I'm trying to get out so I can get me a drink. This is the best thing to have in your streaming room, so that you can have Corona. This was not mine. India Pale Ale is a buddy of mine from the pool the other day. I'll leave those in there for him. I ain't drinking those. Here you go, Shack. Ranch waters, grapefruit. These are terrible. Oh, hey, Macy. You want to finish Macy's crumbs? Or Bella's crumbs? Here. Come here. Use your nose. She's half blind. So. What else we got in here? Oh, uh-oh. We just got one Truly left. So it's going to be a Truly. And then some Coronas. We also got H2O, but who wants that? Action-packed day in here. Got dogs, got drinks, got Shack. Shack, man, what is going on? How's the day going? Hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We've pretty much missed nothing here today on this stream. We had quite a beautiful takeoff. Other than that, yeah, we missed nothing. What else? Leave the water for the fish. That's right. Just daggone Cabana. Every time I bring up ranch water, he says that. What else have you missed? We gave the dog some treats. Introduced the dogs. And that's about it. Here, camera back-ish right. We want to see the dogs. We'll leave it on them for a minute. Action-packed day. But to all of my wrong side simulations friends and followers and whatever call it yourselves, cheers. Here's to y'all. Oh yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna be a little bit burpy now though. So, see how we're looking. Prog page says ETA 2246, and it's 2157 in the sim, not in real life, because we opted to do a morning departure. Bro, that's huge. Congratulations, dude. I used to work for what is now Unify, so I know how big that is. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations, man. That is awesome, awesome. Now you get flight benefits too, right? And did you have flight benefits with Unify? Whenever I was at DGS before Unify, we got them with Delta. But I don't know if Unify would offer those or not, because not all contracted ground handlers get them. Dude, that's awesome. Congrats, Shaq. He got paid some big old tax to fly standby. Yeah, man, that is awesome. I'm gonna withhold my opinions about Unify. I mean, it's been several years since I worked for them, but I've never been big in the emoji game. I don't know how to get out of these emojis. Keyboard? Okay, there we go. Heck yeah. Oh, weather updating. Absolutely time to celebrate. Shaq, to you, sir. Congratulations. Leaving the water for the fish. And the trulies for you. Because you truly deserve it. Hee hee. So while we're still cruising on along, let's go ahead and set the airplane up for arrival, because I'll likely forget. That looks good. Let's go here. I like flaps 40. I know a lot of people prefer flaps 30 in the 7.3. I've found that I usually slam it a little bit harder. So let's see, current weather based off of APL says winds are 280 at 7. Winds are varying though from 230 to 290. Quad 9 on the Viz, few at 3000, temperature 17, dew point 16, and the altimeter is 1019. So we'll do flaps 40, and instead of 125. Do 132. Put that in there. ILS is 111.70. I'm not even gonna check my charts because I know it's true, because I've flown into this daggone airport so many times in the past few days doing this pilot's life stuff. And then the final approach course is 337. Holding that shift button down so we can scroll fast. Too fast. Alright, there's that. And I'm gonna land auto brake 2 because auto brake 1 don't do much of nothing. So now that is set up. The other thing I like to do, and Shaq, I know you're big on this as well. I'm gonna go to route, grab my destination, go to fix, throw it in there, and give my. I like to do a 7-mile ring, because I like to be fully configured, or not fully configured, but to get fully configured around 7 miles. So even if I'm on the glide slope and I'm coming down, I like to stay 170 to 7, so 170 knots to 7 miles. So I have a visual way of seeing my 7 miles. I'll cross that and then go gear down, and so on and so forth. That's just what I like to do. It's worked pretty well for me, getting adjusted to this airplane. Whole lot of water. Still a little ways from some land. Kind of feel bad having, like, I'm showing my dogs on camera and I don't even have a damn bed for them to lay on. I mean, I do. There's one in another room, but both their asses can't fit on it. My dog alone is as big as a human being. Got me a nice cigar and a bottle of small batch Knob Creek. Atta boy. Wish I could join in on the celebrations with you. That is awesome. Now if I can just make my move up, then maybe we'll be set. Some might know what I'm talking about, some might not. We're a sim brief, don't need that. So who's been watching the Phoenix 320 stuff? I'm just like, I'm on YouTube right now, and it's, you know, well, Blues Live in the 7.3. Cruise Level, who I've never heard of, is in the Phoenix. V1 is in the 7.3. Looks like 320 Sim Pilot just uploaded a new video. The incredible details of Phoenix A320. Definitely going to check that out. Because if you've followed my channel for a while, you know that I specialize in the 320 more than I do Boeing. But I hope that they just surprisingly release the Phoenix and don't, you know, like give a release date. Because that would be way more fun. Alright, so we always watch LA. Let's do. That's not live. That's not live either. Ain't none of these actually live. They trick you. This is live from Prague. I don't know none of them airlines. Let's do live from Miami. Get some of that going. What else can we throw in here? Maybe a little Atlanta action as well. Copy this. Paste it into here. We just got all kinds of stuff going on. It's a good way to start. A little 7.4 action. So Hillbilly SE said, I have. You have what? 'Cause I don't want to be left out on combo. Oh damn, look at that. They got dual angles. That's pretty sweet. That is a hell of a backdrop too. Jump in the cockpit real quick. I'm gonna adjust altitude real fast, just in case. I don't want to. If we get fixated on this live stuff, I don't want to miss our top of descent. And we'll stop it at 11,000. Ah, see, I forget I even asked questions. Yeah, man, you and me both. I've been watching it like a hawk. You gotta vacuum. These dogs are shedding hair like I can't believe I got both of them in here with me. They never come in here and hang out. This one, I can't. The black one back there. She'll come in here every now and then, hang out for a few, and then she'll bounce. But this one, she don't never come in here. She never leaves the bed. She gets separation anxiety from her mom when she goes to work, and she don't ever come in here and hang out. But she's probably been hanging out with me today because she's been getting spoiled. I've given her 2 milk bones. I've given her some of my barbecue pulled pork sandwich. She better be grateful for that, because that, if y'all have a racetrack like the gas station close to y'all and they got barbecue pulled pork sandwiches, ain't gonna lie, for gas station food, pretty damn good. Looks like it will be an insta buy. I hope so. Because that was kind of the thing with Pmdg, like they did all the live stream stuff, which is cool, but then like it got old. Like I just, and still to this day, like I haven't even watched a full stream in the Phoenix. And then they put out the release date, which is exciting, but then it's like, I don't know, it's just so much more fun, I guess, if we watch all of these streams in anticipation, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, by the way, it's available. Little details go along with, yeah, it sure does. Even just like the damn cockpit door opening, like it drastically increases the immersion, and I can turn around and open the door, and like obviously too, like the volume and everything changes. That's huge. That was one thing I really liked with the Tolus and X-Plane. Starting to get land in sight off our left wing. Finally. I do think that I exceeded the max 20-degree pitch angle on takeoff. So that'll suck. That'll deduct a point or two. Yeah, 100% agree. Which, and I went back to their forums yesterday. After it released, I hadn't gone back to their forums and read in a while. And yesterday, you know, while sitting on the throne, I was like, oh, what can I do to kill some time? I need a newspaper. So I whipped out the Pmdg forums, and there was a lot about that, you know, people were wanting this and wanting that, like the cockpit door and different things of that nature. And Rob said, you know, their first priority was to get people flying, which I agree. I mean, I think we always like bitch, like, oh, well, it pretty much works, like for the most part. Maybe it's missing some failures or something. Let us fly it, let us fly it, let's have it. And then as soon as we have it, a lot of people are like, oh, well, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. So I'm glad they made that decision to go ahead and like release it, let us fly, and then continue to further develop stuff that we want as time goes on. No, it's a whole new Arma game, or is it like a mod for the current Arma? Blake, if you remember the night videos I sent you from Miami with the 747 A380, that streamer is where I was. Oh, okay. Nice. Being there and watching heavies land makes you want to make a sexy time. Okay, now I gotta go look. I love Arma. I haven't played it in a hot while. Hot minute. I don't know if hot while is a phrase, but whatever. See, I have heard rumors that like they were developing another Arma, but I hadn't seen if it was confirmed or not. Steam, where you at? Oh, I guess there it is. So what page are y'all on to see this? Now, I got some kick-ass VR games I haven't played in a long time though. I need to Play again. I just get so fixated on the flight sim. I don't touch nothing else. Found it. Is it Arma Reforger? Okay. I found it. Dude, I love Arma. Being able to like go into the editor and make your own scenario where your brain is literally your limitation. So much fun. Release date May 17th. So it would have released yesterday. Supposed to. Yeah. You can buy it now. But yeah, so it looks like it's just a mode or like a add-on. It's not all new Arma game altogether, which I think they need. Can you imagine Arma, but with like the same mechanics for like Call of Duty, where you can like actually run and sprint and shoot and stuff as fast as you can in Call of Duty? Man, this dude's just getting all kinds of damn heavy footage. Oh, okay, so it's got a new... Okay, well that makes a difference then. It definitely looks better, I guess. I'm just watching the little trailer right now. I'm petting my dog if y'all are wondering why I'm moving around so much. Well, then maybe that's the next thing we all ought to do, is play some Arma together. But I'll be honest, like, I've only really jumped into the editor and made my own stuff, usually somehow aviation related, like inserting and exfilling troops with helos or strafing targets in ATN mod or something like that. I'm not that great on the ground, but if y'all just need someone to die before y'all, holla at your boy. I'll definitely be dead before y'all are. Before we start our way down, I'm gonna take a quick look-sees at the remainder of our route just to make sure there's nothing wonky. Top of descent is coming up. Everything's good there. Destination is alright, back out of plan. Looks like an envoy coming in. Can he grease it? That's pretty nice. Ooh. That's just such a nice angle. Want to watch someone's head get caved in? Oh, that's funny. I actually watched some real combat footage from this Ukraine, Russia stuff. From I believe it was a Russian sniper. There's two Ukrainians in a trench, and one dude popped his head up. The other dude was coming around the bend, and they were both sitting there, like, kind of had their heads up, just looking out, talking and laughing and stuff. And the sniper put a round right on the side of the dude's helmet, blew his helmet off, but it didn't, like, hit him. And it was wicked. You could see the heat blur from the round as it dropped in. Pretty wicked. That's kind of what came to mind when you said that, because that dude almost legit had his head caved in, or caved out. What's HLL? Flying in hell? Ooh, look at that. There you go, Shaq. Be working on them here pretty soon. I feel like Americans' Wi-Fi dome is quite larger than the ones in my company. Oh, Hell Let Loose. Okay. Yeah, I've played that a little bit. It's a pretty gnarly game. Sucked at it. Died a lot. Then forgot about it. I love World War II. World War II stuff. Oh, shit. Oh. What did I hit? Auto throttle. Autopilot's on. We're good. Okay. Oh, I know that airplane. Like in Saving Private Ryan, the sniper in the church got caved in pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Have you seen like the Mythbusters episode on that? They try to see if that's like a plausible thing to do. Turned out it wasn't. Ooh. Rio said he's catching up. Landing rate was negative 81. I haven't bought Squad. I haven't gone to it just because it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of aviation involved. I did see recently that they like have helicopter mods now or something like that. But like Arma's got helos and planes and tanks and light armor and everything. Like anything your brain can imagine, they've pretty much got it. So I figure, like, what's the point of going to Squad if Arma can do more? Yeah. Looks like I've made the right decision. a nice angle. I just don't understand why FedEx don't put winglets on any of their airplanes. Actually, no, some of their 7.6s do have winglets. I'm pretty sure. Got a buddy of mine who used to be a captain on FedEx 7.6. Now he's on the MD. I talked to a contact of mine that I know over at FedEx about FedEx dispatch. I may be going over there, but it wasn't much better than where I'm at now. So it's like I'm not restarting everything in life just to go tell some boxes. Oh, that was a pretty nice landing. Yeah, I like the fact that Arma's got both third and first. Oh wait, no, I missed the first-person shooters part. Now I get it. Lucky, yeah, that makes sense. Jay, this is Miami. Ay, papi. Buenos dias. Interesting looking little island we got down there. And this has been a super smooth, no turbulence flight at all. Most of my flights in Japan have been pretty choppy. A lot of mountain wave. This one's been super nice for y'all. What? Okay. Yeah, Senior, for flight was telling me sink rate, and we are descending at 5,500 feet per minute almost. That's a little intense, so let's get that seatbelt sign on. Had I known it was going to do that, wouldn't have done that.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has put on the fastest seatbelt time.
Getting that second camera back where it's supposed to be. Well, if you boys start playing any said games, hit me up on the Discord. Always down for some more. Sounds like a plan to me. Y'all do the same. Let me know. I'll probably be good to be like the lead man going into a room so I can just go ahead and die first and get out of y'all's way. Hey guys, at school right now. Back with you later. How are you though? All is good here, Chase. Ooh. Baby had a blowout. That is all you, sir. Enjoy. Get the damn chair where I want it. Nasty. We'll play by the US rules and we'll go ahead and go out of standard. And let's see, current. We got APL. 1019 is the current altimeter. Let's go descent. Let's slow this puppy down. Time to get serious for some business. I don't know if this is like what it's supposed to be, but you can always see these little lines in the ocean. And to me, it always looks like current. I don't know if that's how they planned or what they meant that to be, but that's what it looks like to me. Man, out of drinky drink. Keep that coming down. We can get below 250 before 10,000. That way we're not breaking no speed limits. Not a whole lot of travel on the spoilers lever. Sweet, there is 11,000. We are on speed and we're on glide path, so let's keep it coming down. And let's see, on the plate, bottom altitude is 1,500. We'll go to 2,000 for now. Bobbing and weaving our way around some of this, honestly it's not even really all that high terrain. They make it look like it's high on this thing, but highest is only 1,700, 1,800 feet. Like we could go direct to the final approach fix if we wanted to, but we'd be too high. Let's pull up APL so we can always confirm what altitude it thinks we're at. So we'll make sure we keep our lights off until the appropriate altitude. My butt hurts from the jump seat. Dude, your butt will actually legit hurt from the jump seat at some point in your career. I can promise you that. Especially if you ever ride in a CRJ 200 or an Embraer 135, 145. Cabana, we are almost there. Crossing 10,000 feet on the descent into Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo.
We have begun our final descent into Tokyo. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to select any craft one final time.
That seatbelt sign is on. It is. Let's do a public address. We'll just say there's a general point of interest.
Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
From the flight deck, this is your first officer speaking. Yeah, if you look out of the window, we're currently actually flying over something pretty interesting this morning.
Where? Hopefully nothing. Because there ain't, it's just a lie. I'm trying to get that rating up. Alright, so we are for sure below 10,000 feet per airplane and APL. So let's get those landing lights on. And then lights. Now, so the landing technique that I've kind of come up with through the past 20 flights in this airplane, what I like to do is when I get close, I like to dip below the glide slope just a little bit, aim at the piano keys, and then that way it compensates for the flare. So if y'all see me doing that, that's what we're doing. Doing it on purpose. I don't know if that's something like real life pilots could do on purpose or not. I know F-16 pilots do it. That's just like the trained way of landing, but we're gonna do it. Get that second camera on, and let's adjust our VREF. So it was 125, so now it's going to be 131 instead of 132. Dadgummit, I still typed 132 because I said it out loud and that was in my brain. 131. There we go. Winds are actually, we can come down less than that. Winds are currently 270 at 4. So we'll do 129. Nice. And let's get the heading over to our final approach course in case we need to go around. We can just do heading select on the autopilot. It'll be the easiest. We can box ourselves back around. And then we're next going to plan for speed. So we got our knob and speed. We can adjust that once we start to slow down. In the selected speed mode, or whatever they call it in Boeing terms. You can only have so many cup of noodles. Dude, I love cups of noodles. Alright, a little speed brake. Flaps 1. And I'm going to increase the descent rate because we're going to meet that glide slope too fast. We want to capture the localizer before we capture the glide slope. So you can see we're already almost to the glide slope. but it is a better practice to join the localizer first and allow the glide slope to catch up with you. Race below that. Then we'll just level off 2,000 and let it catch up. Bleed off the rest of that airspeed, and then we'll go flaps 5. And then at 7 miles, we'll stay 170 to 7. Cool. Go flaps 5. On the approach, and as you can tell, VOR, localizer, glide slope are in white, so it is armed. Currently still in LNAV alt hold, or altitude hold. So we're going to maintain that. And we're just going to chill out right here. Glide slope's alive, it's coming down. Looking for a localizer. And for some reason, the localizer always takes a hot minute to capture on this particular approach than the rest of them that I've done in Japan. So right about now, I start getting a little bit nervous. And I believe I've actually had to go down to 1500 to let the loc capture first. Loc's alive. There goes loc, glide slope, sweet. So now, autopilot 2, gear down, flaps 10, arm spoilers. And then we can dial down our VREF of 131. Working our way through some clouds. We are established. Looking good. Laps 15. And flaps 25. And we'll go flaps 4. Alright guys, put your landing rate guesses in chat and let's see if anybody can get it right. Legal clear to land.
1,000.
There we go. But that's in the water. It's distracting the hell out of me. I want to look at
400.
it. Staying just a little bit below the glide slope. Come on, rudder. What the fuck is the rudder doing? Guess we'll go to nose-wheel steering. Nothing to see here, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokyo. The local
Interesting.
time is 7:45 a.m. and it's currently about 60 degrees Celsius. You can now
Alright.
use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft
Hang
has
on
come to a
one
complete
sec.
stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
Not sure why all of a sudden I lost my rudder pedals. Looks like they are plugged in. What the hell's going on up here? I don't know what that was about. Now we got rudder pedals. Unplugged them and plugged them back in. That was weird. Hopefully that doesn't mess with my score too much. Okay, then maybe it's something tied to APL. Yeah, they're working now. All this flying just to end like that. Man, it started off great too. Like, I was really kicking the rudder to keep it squared away on the center line, while I could still have the nose up, and it would have looked pretty had the damn rudders actually been kicking. Let's hope not, because I'm being quite sad if it does. Start that APU. Man, that was going to be a pretty one. I'm sad. We were flying like XP. Park at the gate that I left this morning several hours ago. Actually, it would be nice if we can find a gate that has a marshaller and all that stuff. I don't see one. It's always just like one gate too. Unlike X-Plane, that it'll just pop up marshaller whenever you, or it has marshallers at every gate and they activate when you start pulling in. No, Rio, he was saying it's APL thing, not a PMDG thing. That was the first time. I mean, in 21 flights, actually 24 flights now, because I did a few others before doing this career. That's never happened. None of these have marshalers, none of that stuff. And we are in the gate. Parking brake set. APU on the bus. Shut down 1 and 2. And now we can kill the beacon light. Hydraulics. Probe heat. And the fuel pumps. Ground surfaces. Set that. Call up the ground power. Jet bridges are coming. I didn't have to click nothing, that's nice. We landed with 5.6. We were planned, I don't even know what we were planning on because I killed Timber. Let's see, over here, let's go 0. I don't know why it won't even let me start deplaning. And let's get rid of the seatbelt sign so these folks can get off. Weird. Anyways. So that was that. That was a monstrosity. So I guess now let's pull this up and we'll submit the report. And now I'm nervous. Let's see what we got on this one. Logbook. Oh boy, hundo! We got a hundo. We had a runway incursion, whatever it's called, but we got a hundo. Touchdown at -68. So Rio, beat that hombre. You fire shots at me, I fire shots back. See, Valenta says the same thing. It does. -69. Oh! I know in Shaq's stream recently, we were talking about how it was aiming for -69 on the dot. Well, it's not, you know, -69.00, but it is -69. Giggity, giggity, giggity. And we'll even type it in right here. I don't know how do you spell that? Gig-I-T. Gig. Titty. Oh, that's fun. That does it for that. Alright, so now, let's go back to the dashboard. And let's see what our hours and our pilot rating is looking like. Pull up the resume. So, still, obviously we're a junior first officer, got a little bit further to go until we rank up. But we are now I am a 97.76. Even though I like to, you know, go mud digging on the side of the runway, courtesy of rotor pedals or autopilot or APO, whatever it's called. We've now completed 21 flights for a total of 29.3 hours. So that's a good flirty fun thing. Next on our schedule, and I'm not going to be streaming this because this shit's super long, but our next flight is from where we're sitting now to, ain't no way I can say this, Shimojishima Airport in Shimojishima, Japan. It's 993 nautical miles in a straight line, and that's probably going to be a good long, like 3.5 hour flight. Well, let's just see. One thing I love about this APL deal is you hit Sim Brief Dispatch, and it's going to bring up a window down here. Autofill a lot of the important stuff. And change this to 737-2 class. That's what we're flying. We'll do a good CI 40. I don't know if we're going against the wind or not. I don't know what direction Shishima is. Oh damn, we're going almost to, okay, so we're about to turn around, take off, and fly right past where we were at. We took off from Naha, and we're going to go down here, somewhat close to Taiwan, and that means we're going to have headwinds / crosswind. Cool. That's at 34,000 feet. 39. Looks a little worse. So that's what I'm going to be doing next once we get off of here. Keep on knocking out these hours, but the flight time for that, once we generate, is does this thing even let me deplane yet? What's the deal with this? Why can't I deplane? En route time 2 hours and 53 minutes on this next one. So it's about 40-45 minutes longer than what we just flew. So that'd be a fun flirty flight to do by myself. Rio, I'm sure you're still watching. So I'm gonna, once we get off the stream, I'm going to start this next flight, get it airborne, and then jump on Discord. If anybody wants to join, let me know, and we can all just chill and hang out on the Discord. Otherwise, me and Rio are gonna do our flying. I'm gonna fly here in Japan. He's gonna fly in Africa. And just keep building our time so we can work up to a mainline, and then hopefully in the coming days we'll be able to stream better airline, better flights, hopefully stuff we're more familiar with. Shooting for US carriers, since I have a ton of payware add-ons or payware airports for the US, and do some flying that we actually are interested in, places that we know about, stuff like that. I just downloaded the Burbank version 2 yesterday, and that should be a fun one to dispatch to fly one day. Got a few other airports I'm looking at. I think Westchester in Massachusetts, which I believe is what, White Plains or something. I don't know. Picked that one up. It looks pretty nice. There's quite a few. So let's all cross our fingers, cross our toes, cross our eyeballs, and cross any other balls that you might have laying around. And hope the Phoenix comes out soon, and we can start flying that super fun, good looking airplane. But until then, Hillbilly, we'll see you there. Sounds like a plan. And until the next one, I'll catch y'all later. Hope y'all have a great day, and see you on the next one, whenever the hell that's going to be. Peace.